Hey, good morning, guys. I was thinking about this. I was waking up this morning, and it's something I thought about yesterday, also. And then I saw a video too that kind of reminded me of it. But what happened to people watching TV shows? This is a concept. I'm gonna try not to say so much too. I've noticed in my last videos I say it a lot. I'm like, shoot, I gotta work on this. But yeah, people don't watch TV shows like before. If you think about it, I think people do, but they don't talk about them as much. Or ever since like social media came around, so I was thinking like there was like back in the day, like there was Friends and The Sopranos, and like TV shows are like really popular, and people were talking about their TV shows, and they're still popular. But I think ever since like social media came out, people started watching regular people's lives a little bit more. Instead of talking about TV shows and just watching TV shows, escaping into TV shows, it started to become like the Truman Show, like real people's lives or something that someone is watching in, and they can get a glimpse into. And it even goes beyond just looking at them online and trying to track their movements, these gang stalking things that are going on. And people, there's a lot of gossip. When I hear people talk a lot of times nowadays, I barely hear people talk about TV shows and the shows they're watching. And whereas they used to a lot back in the day, it seems like when people talk now, they're always gossiping about other people. It's like, man, what happened? Why did regular people's boring lives become so interesting to people? And I think it's because of social media. I think social media got it to where people got this kind of glimpse, and they took it to the next level to where they lost interest in TV shows. They don't watch them as much, or they don't talk about them as much. They started really watching other people's lives, and that became more interesting. But there's a lot of great TV shows still nowadays. Like there's The Penguin. This show is great, man. I've been watching that. The Chair Company show. This show is hilarious. I haven't heard anybody talk about that show in real life. I've never, I'm like, this. Everybody should be talking about The Chair Company. So yeah, American Horror Story. These shows are great. So I still watch TV shows. I'm not. I'd rather talk about just TV shows with people, but it seems like everybody just wants to talk about regular people's lives. I guess that's more exciting. But anyways, what do you guys think? An interesting kind of shift that's gone on. Have a good day.